at a more convenient time.
Mais t'as parlé... Mais Jonathan, t'as parlé alors que... Oh non, dommage.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Ouais, mais d'abord on va aller donner le carnet à Usher.
Turn around, sir. Are you stupid? Crush the leech, boys. Want some of that?
D'accord.
I'll kill you.
Vas-y, viens. Vas-y, viens. Parce que juste un peu embêtant avec cette arme là, c'est que contre eux elle fait pas énormément de dégâts. Mais elle me permet de récupérer du sang, ce qui est déjà pas mal non plus. Oh, du coup la question se pose quand même, est-ce que je lis quand même le carnet ou pas? Il n'y a plus personne ici, c'est un peu étonnant quand même. Bah tant mieux, on va pas se plaindre parce que les vampires ici ils sont casse-pieds. Celui que j'ai eu là, et je suis pas vraiment battu contre lui, mais il était pénible quand même. Hein.
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewan stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
Yes. I give it back to you untouched.
Then, my friend, you deserve a little something to reward your fortitude. Please, have this, with my gratitude.
What's in the notebook?
I can't answer you,
C'est l'origine de la
Jonathan, since you
confrérie.
chose not to open it.
Ah, bah oui, je m'en doutais. J'ai perdu j'ai perdu un secret. Bon, tant pis, de toute façon, j'ai l'art et la manière de les perdre tout le temps. Alors bon, bref, c'est pas grave. Hein. Ce n'est pas grave.
Goodbye, sir.
Tant pis.
Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Fool and the Empress, again. What are the cards trying to tell us?
Bon, on va parler à Lady Ashbury maintenant.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Calhoun, tell me about your relationship with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, Doris. Cold fire and burning ice trapped in a perfect body. Our passion was as intense as it was brief. What an actress.
How did you meet her?
On a boat to France before the war. She was thinking about a career in Paris, and I was eager to try French gastronomy. We both returned disappointed.
I expect you've seen her on stage, too.
She really is the best actress of her generation. Such frailty and such strength at the same time. I hope she'll play again soon. She's been away for too long.
Ça risque d'être un petit peu compliqué, ça, hein?
You sound surprisingly sad. Have you regrets?
I think of her as a divine dish. I'm glad I was able to taste it, but I regret I could only get a bite of her mystery.
You really loved her then?
She fascinated me, Dr. Reed. I can't imagine what she must have endured through her life to reach such a level of emotion and sensibility.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Oh bah oui. D'accord.
Killing's all you.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
Pas de très bonne nouvelle, hein?
What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him, or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please, I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Ok, bon, sa réaction est pas... Rassembler les ingrédients nécessaires à la fabrication de l'antidote. Obtenir une goutte de sang de William Marshall auprès de Lord Renegade. Mais il voudra jamais, on ne s'entend pas du tout maintenant. Ça va être la merde. Obtenir une goutte de sang du roi Arthur auprès de Geoffrey McCollum. Chercher de l'insuline dans la vieille morgue du Pembroke Hospital. Bon, McCollum, déjà avant ce que je lui ai fait, ça aurait été absolument hors de question. Maintenant, avec ce que je lui ai fait, ben... ça risque pas d'arriver, je crois. Ou alors il va vraiment falloir être convaincant, ou alors il va falloir se battre. Et comme ça, Vampyr, maintenant, eh ben... comment dire? Ça risque d'être compliqué de l'affronter. Bon, mais avant ça, on va d'abord aller dormir et passer la nuit et évoluer parce qu'on a eu le droit à des choix importants. Et comme j'ai choisi d'évoluer à chaque moment important, eh ben on va aller faire ça d'abord.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
I order you! Die, leech!
Aua. Change. Putain. Non mais... Oh.
Put an end to you! Crush the leech, boys!
Ouais, vaut mieux pas le laisser aller rejoindre l'autre parce que franchement, c'est pas une bonne idée du tout. Bah, l'autre, il est venu quand même. De me taper 4 ennemis différents d'un coup, là, c'était pas sympa du tout en vrai. Hein. On va aller passer la nuit. Alors, on va juste augmenter un peu mon endurance parce que c'est cher. Ça devient cher maintenant. Hein. Alors, du coup, maintenant on va... Ça peut être bien. On va le prendre. augmenter les petits. Et on va laisser ça comme ça. Alors, voyons voir les dégâts. Alors, des morts accidentelles. Les habitants de Londres vivent dans la peur des médecins. Interventions retardées, favoritisme éhonté et traitements expérimentaux. Leurs symptômes sont bien pires que les nôtres. Le meilleur exemple de ce manque flagrant de professionnalisme est le Pembroke Hospital de Whitechapel, où la déontologie a été prononcée morte depuis belle lurette. L'administration du Pembroke Hospital a érigé une façade de dévouement et de rigueur. Mais ceux d'entre nous qui connaissent un patient là-bas, ou pire, y ont séjourné, connaissent l'ampleur de leurs mensonges. Dans ce temple dédié à l'angoisse, vous devez payer pour avoir un lit. Vous attraperez des maladies dont vous ne connaissez même pas l'existence et votre cadavre se fera dépouiller dès l'instant où il arrivera à la morgue. Ici, les patients meurent pendant la nuit, de blessures qu'ils n'avaient même pas en arrivant. L'équipe de l'hôpital appelle cela des incidents. Lors d'une brève entrevue, le docteur Sensé, directeur du Pembroke Hospital, nous a simplement lancé un Timor mortis conturbat me. La peur de la mort me trouble. Aussi bref que pétant avant de nous mettre à la porte, des citations latines ne suffiront cependant pas à nous arrêter. J'appelle tous les volontaires à me rejoindre demain matin devant l'hôpital pour exiger des explications sur l'état actuel de l'institution médicale. Venez nombreux. D'accord, donc lui, c'est ça. D'accord, c'est remonté un tout petit peu. C'est dur de faire remonter les pourcentages par contre. Bon, moi c'est remonté à stable, c'est bien. Bon, maintenant on va aller parler à Swansea, on va aller voir comment il va. Tu es là. Et tu vas bien.
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
Qu'autant que cela vous plaise, c'était une punition, vous n'avez pas honte. En vrai, c'est vrai que Jonathan l'a fait en tant que punition. Enfin, du moins, il a espéré que ça soit une punition.
Making you my progeny was supposed to be a punishment, Dr. Swansea.
Don't worry, I know. From time to time, I even experience glimpses, flashes, of your very thoughts. It can be somewhat annoying, my dear. Quite a punishment indeed.
Bah, comment vous vous sentez?
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes. It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Bah, ça répond quand même pas, mais bon.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Oh bah merci, je ne fais que me défendre, j'ai pas le choix.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
What will you do now that you are immortal?
Experiment, my dear colleague. I have an eternity to make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
Ok, bah du moment que c'est sur lui en vrai.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
My God, Edgar. Did you learn nothing from your forays into folly?
I have, I swear. No more experiments on mortals. See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
Il est un peu trop content de sa condition, je trouve.
Have you news of Jeffrey McCullum? I'm sure both of you would have quite an interesting discussion after recent events.
He left the hospital without being treated for the severe beating you gave him. We'll meet again soon enough.
Does not the prospect of meeting him as a vampire thrill you? The two old enemies reunited post-mortem.
Maybe we could even share a glass of wine. I really don't know if he will accept his condition. He has spent his life beheading leeches, you know.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.